Hi, how are you coming along? All is well with me. I just stopped by to say, what y'all talking about? Well, I had a nice brunch with a friend from kindergarten. I tell you, that school is not even here any longer. They've been tore it down. For with a school being torn down from over 55 years ago, that tells you that some relationships are meant to be. So, where are you at in planning for when you die? Because as you prepare yourself to plan for when you die, we're also enjoying our joy on the process. We are making sure we have all our business in order. And unfortunate, I was just speaking to a family because they didn't have their business in order. So now, 10 years later, there's a problem. So the reminder is please plan for when you die. Sometimes we just don't get around to taking the time to make sure we have our business in order. A simple will. A will does not have to be anything fancy and legal, but you really want to have a living trust if you have property in California. You really want to have a transfer on death because you don't want to have all the money that you decided to leave for your heirs to go into probate. So the reality of it is, if we just take the time, that's part of living. Just like I enjoyed brunch with a friend from 55 years ago, we can plan. And this is from her mouth. Well, everybody's not like you. I said that's why I share because there's no reason for us to plan. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say this and then one day she's going to see this video. Her daughter shared with her that she could take a picture of her paperwork with her phone. She was like, I don't want to do that. So I volunteered to go make a photocopy for her at the FedEx and then ride with her to the post office to mail her letter and whatever else she had to mail. But I shared with her that we have to be open to learning. We have to be open to allowing people to help us. And I know there's a lot of scams and I know there's a lot of situations going on with people that are not honest, but you got to get three estimates and go from there. But in that situation, it's just simple being open to learning. So not one person suggested that she just take a picture with her cell phone. I was the second person. So the reality of it is, you have to make the decision to really want to learn because there's power in learning and there's power in really deciding that I got to make a decision. Now, she's got a precious little granddaughter and a whole lot of precious little nieces and nephews and great nieces and great nephews. So she's got to be the role model. But I don't know if she want to be the role model. Why? Because she wants things to go her way. And as we're all aging, things are changing. So we don't have to change forever, but we do have to pivot. We got to keep moving forward. We got to let go all of what we thought was. We got to face our fears, move past our pride and our shame. So, how do you do that? Let's just start with yourself. Write down what it is that you want to do in this season of your life. Decide how you want to live your life in this season. If you have stuff that is not the way you want to live in this season, share it with somebody else. Why are you keeping all this stuff? Okay? We must get real. Why? Because stuff is happening. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at this fence. It's got holes in it in some parts. It's got rotted in some parts. So what does that mean? The fence is 23 years old. And baby, somebody was real busy, so they didn't want to put prime on it. I'm like, please. Well, now I know why prime or stain works. I'm looking at all the other fences. They don't have holes, but yes, they do. I take that back. Yes, they do. So I guess that stain helped in some situations, but for the most part, I'm looking at the other fences that have the stain also. So no, it does make a little bit of difference. So anyway, I'm just saying, do what you got to do to make sure you are doing what you need to do in your season of life. And if you not, stop and start doing what you need to do. Take action. Okay? Plan for when you die. I'm going to say that in every video. One of these days, somebody going to be looking at them and they're going to be saying, oh, I understand what she's saying. Just as you enjoy your joy, plan for when you die. Don't be leaving all this stuff at your house and then you haven't looked at it in 25 years and then you pass away, then somebody else got to deal with that. I said in some early videos that people have their own life. They don't have time for that. Okay? So come on, take the time and do what you need to do and go from there. And once you go from there, you will really live in this next season. Just keep living. Just keep living and living and living and living and living because life is exciting in this new season. We're already in the second month of 2023. We have to keep living. And I just want to remind people, please take care of yourself first. Because really, if you're not taking care of yourself first, how do you really, really take care of somebody else when you're not taking care of yourself first? We have to forget about some of these traditions and myths and the way it was done and use reality. Use reality. Know your history. Know your Black history. Know your family's history. Know your loved one's history. So you don't have to repeat it and we can learn from their experiences. Okay? No, I'm not going to get deep, but I'm just going to be in general because one has to do the work. One has to make the decision to do the work. Yes. I'm looking at this jade in this garden, and that jade, I got some small pieces from my second cousin, and now it's a whole bush. And one of these days, that bush is going to become a hedge for me so that I don't have to spend money on a wood fence. Actually, another option for that fence would be to put some wires in between the wood and then seal the wood. Anyway, I'm just saying in general. So I need to make some changes, and I'm going to make some changes real fast when it comes to that fence because it's going to start falling down. And I know some people, they don't even be paying attention to what they're doing. And now I'm distracted because my neighbor got this standing water. We don't need no standing water to be nowhere because standing water is breeding grounds for mosquitoes and other kind of bugs and whatever. Like he giving water for the cats. But again, enjoy your joy and please share, like, comment, turn on your notification bell so you'll know when I post a video. I'm going to start doing some vlogs then. But people do that on their own time. It's just that we need to just have this channel, what y'all talking about, and just talk about it because so many people don't want to deal with facing their fears, moving past their pride and shame, and being open to learning. I don't know everything, so I have to ask for help. So why not each and every person ask for help and let somebody help them? You know when it's not right. You got to reach into your gut. And I just reminded that family last night. If you have people over 65 years old and they conducting business, money, or making major decisions, they have the right to have a family member there. They have the right to have a family member on the phone with them. Because guess what? People want to take advantage of people. And your loved ones be the main ones. So you got to be careful. Okay, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Enjoy your joy.